In this video, we're going to talk about how the human brain hears. So our ear is a detector, and it receives pressure waves and it converts them to electrical impulses. Basically, sound enters and vibrates around this pinna, this kind of squiggly part, and then it will travel down the auditory canal, and it's being amplified as it's traveling down this canal until it hits the eardrum. When sound hits the eardrum rests against ossicles, which are these three little bones, and they're not shown here, but they're about right here. And the eardrum causes these ossicles to vibrate. And these vibrations that are felt in the ossicles and the eardrum are then transferred to the cochlea. And the cochlea is over here. It kind of looks like a shell. And the cochlea is filled with fluid, and it has teeny tiny hair called cilia. And so this changes the sound from vibrations in air to vibrations in a fluid. These cilia sense the vibrations and send impulses to neurons, to these nerves, which is then sent to the brain. And this all happens very, very quickly. When I'm talking, or when someone else is talking, I can actually hear them talking almost instantly. It seems instant to me. And this is pretty intense given that all this stuff has to go on in order for you to hear. A few people have come up with a mnemonic device to describe the order of hearing. And they call this, if you don't know about hearing, please exit our cool club. And so it's, please exit our cool club. And so P is for pinna. That's the first step. E is for eardrums. O is for ossicles. The first C is for the cochlea, that one that is shaped like this shell. And the second is for the cilia. So, if you don't know about sound, please exit our cool club. Your eardrum is pretty sensitive. I'll tell you a story. My sister, she was younger. She's like 21 now. She was younger, and she was cleaning her ears in the car. Don't ask me while she was cleaning her ears in the car. I have no idea, but she was cleaning her ears in the car with a Q-tip. And while she had the Q-tip in her ear, it was like right here, my mom, who was driving, hit a bump, and the Q-tip jammed past her eardrum. When that happened, it broke the eardrum, and she actually had like blood like flowing out of her ear. It was totally gross. And we had to take her to the doctor, and she basically lost, she wasn't able to go swimming for the entire summer. This happened during the summer, and she wasn't able to swim for like the entire summer. So that was pretty terrible. But that was all because she was cleaning her ears in the car with a Q-tip, and she ruptured her eardrum. People that go diving and they don't pay attention to the pressure, when it starts hurting, you need to clear your ears. If you don't, you can rupture your eardrum that way, and you can get really hurt, and you can't go diving again. And the problem is, if you don't clear your ears, this is the top of the ocean, and if you don't clear your ears, and you get all the way down here, you're going to have that same pain going back up, and it's actually going to hurt worse. And so you're going to have to go through that pain and go back to going back up. So when you're diving, if your ear starts hurting here, you can clear your ears, go down a little more, clear again. I try and clear my ears the whole way down while I'm diving. I just swallow, and that's really a good way to do it for me. So just a little hint, if you ever start diving, don't push through that ear pain. I've had friends that have done it, and they've gotten really hurt. So this is all I wanted to talk to you about. How our ear detects sound. Please look at the other links. Remember, your hearing goes from the pinna to the eardrum to the ossicles, these little bones that aren't listed, to the cochlea, and the cilia and the cochlea, and then the nerve cells, and then transferred to your brain.